Hello everybody, Dr. Jared here. I'm here with my buddy Marovin, with us from Zimbabwe, South Africa. Marovin is currently in chiropractic school in California at Life West Chiropractic College, where he has about a year remaining. Marovin, not only is he a great guy, great friend of mine, but he worked in the Maximized Living Clinic that was opened in Harare, Zimbabwe for several years before heading to chiropractic school. And so he has seen some of the most amazing things happen in a country where you see things that you maybe would never see here in America, like people with leprosy, large amounts of people with HIV or AIDS, with cancer, and again, not seeing the health care that they, I feel, need or even deserve. But Marovin has helped so many people. He was head of rehab there, so he showed people how to do the neck traction, the vibe plates, all that kind of stuff. But what he's going to share with us today are a couple of stories of people who came in as a last resort. And I say that because one thing that they struggled with in Zimbabwe, and I hear so often, unfortunately, is, well, they've tried everything else. Whether it's back pain, we'll see people who've already had the steroid shots, they've already had back surgery, they've already done all this stuff. We see people with high blood pressure, ADHD, whatever you might say, but even as extreme as somebody with heart disease or cancer finally trying something more natural. And Marovin just has a couple of great stories about how, when you get adjusted, when you live the Maximized Living 5 Essentials, how it can improve your life regardless of where you're at.
Okay, so the first one that comes to mind for me is there was this lady, she was around 30, and she had a huge brain tumor. And so when she came in, she was kind of end stage with that, and so she was kind of giving up on all the other therapies that she had been taking before, and then she got on board with chiropractic care and just all the 5 essentials, and she was just doing her very best. And her tumor went from the size of a grapefruit to like the size of a walnut. Yes. It was amazing. Unfortunately, she still passed away because of where it was, and because also she had come that late in the game. I truly believe that the adjustments really helped her so much that it did reduce in size and get that small. And if she had come sooner, it would have been better. Following that, the top neurologist in the country, who was her primary doctor for kind of watching over her case, then started referring all his patients through so that they could see better results before they had to go through all the surgeries, all those treatments that were hurting or seemingly not necessarily helping them when they could have maybe gotten better help from chiropractic care.
Sure.
And then the second one would be there was some little girls that had leukemia, that's another cancer, and with them, they came in when they were told they only had a month to 3 months to live, and we saw them all live up to 3, 4, 5 years longer under chiropractic care. Their parents were saying that they became healthier all around. They were much happier, sleeping better, less pain, just overall just feeling so much better, and it just improved the quality of the end of their life, and also improved their home kind of energy and everybody's feeling, and even by the time they passed away, which is really sad, the families were just much more healthy and stronger, and they were just it was more peaceful.
Right. So the amazing thing is, and this is something that you had mentioned to me earlier, is they weren't seeing those results with their previous treatment. It wasn't random. It was finally really just allowing their body to start to be able to heal better is when they were able to just feel better and have a better quality of life, even though they were at that later stage. Is that correct?
That is correct. That's exactly what happened. It was just taking that stress off the nervous system, getting them to eat better, getting them to move more. I remember we used to sit and do all those wobble exercises together whenever they came in. Sometimes the parents would even send them with their nanny just to make sure they get their care in. And so we would just kind of welcome them and just take them through everything and just help them through all the way through.
Right. That's excellent. And when I think about that, when we talk, either you've met my children now who love you. Marovin's easy for people to like. For some, my kids just love him, and they just met him yesterday. But the other thing when we talk about not everybody has to have those extremes, cancer and diabetes and all this. You saw children, you saw, just like we do here, people that come in to boost their immune system even when they feel great.
Yep.
And so what would you say to that when somebody's debating, well, there's nothing wrong with me or there's nothing wrong with my child? What would you say, about that, or why would you get them adjusted still?
So we had a lot of patients that didn't have major issues. So within a week, within 2 weeks, whatever issue they came in with was cleared.
Yes.
And then those are the patients that seem to have lasted the longest in the clinic.
Yes.
Because they understood now the value of just keeping your health good.
Right.
There's this fear that people have that they're going to go outside and bugs are going to jump on them and then they're going to get sick.
Right.
These guys now had such a strong immune system, such a better outlook, more energy. They could do more things. They could achieve their goals. They could chase after dreams they'd given up on.
Right.
It's just really energizing for them in a sense overall.
Right.
To live their lives to their best potential. And I think that was the most incredible thing and the best patients we had in that office, because we didn't even need, they kept bringing in everybody else. Right. Because they understood now the value of being healthier and taking charge of your own health and really owning it and living out your full potential. And I loved it. And
absolutely.
I'm trying to be safe.
They say, there's a saying, it says, an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure, meaning that, so often when we see people, especially let's say children, because they're not sick, they're almost like, I'll see parents that are a little bit nervous, like there's some harm in this, when we know, and really many of the people here listening know, just how good it is. There should be no fear. There should almost be excitement that they feel great today, so let's get them adjusted. We want to keep them healthy. We want to keep their immune system strong. We want to keep all those things. Absolutely. So that you never have to worry about the other side, or you have much less to worry about. Yeah. So hopefully those testimonies inspired you. Certainly the goal for this is to live your best life possible, and we hope you have a great day. Thanks, Marley.